So Shannon, can you tell us what brought you to the Gazelle's community?
Well, I think meeting Vern in 2000 was a huge game changer as an entrepreneur. Laid out the tools, helped walk me through it month over month. And, it just made a difference to our team and the success of our business.
And you became a Gazelle's coach when?
December 2013. Joined the community in around 2012, I believe, and really enjoyed the coaches involved, the thought leaders you had access to, the tools, and really just continuing to learn with a group of coaches and entrepreneurs, of course, who really want to learn at the same pace.
So what would you say have been some of the biggest successes you've had so far in your coaching practice?
Well, I think the biggest success that I've personally seen is my continued learning. But on the entrepreneur side has been watching each of them grow. One of my core purposes is, helping people grow personally and professionally, and watching that not only with the CEOs I work with, but the executive team. It's amazing. And within that, and the results we're seeing is growth of more than 30% in those companies.
Fantastic. So if you were going to start work with a new client, what advice would you give?
Well, I think the number one thing when I start working with a new client is I want them to be as aware of their strengths as what they're not good at. And I usually point them towards a few quick read books. One is Pat Lencioni's 5 Temptations of a CEO. Quickly identify maybe your greatest temptation or your biggest weakness of the time, as well as Strength Finders 2.0. Quickly identifies your 5 greatest strengths, and we want to ensure when I work with an organization as well as the leaders in the organization that we understand that and we grow their strengths.
Great. So that's the good news. What have been some of the challenges that you've faced as a coach so far?
Well, interestingly enough, in building both of my businesses, I've always had a team around me. And you can always lean on that team. We all have different strengths, different knowledge, different expertise. And the biggest thing in being part of the Gazelle's community, we're still enabled. I still have a huge team, a worldwide team around me that I can reach out to with challenges, maybe things I'm stuck with my client. And we're just looking for ways to solve them and ways other people have solved them. And you can even call upon other coaches to come in and support you with a client. It's that kind of community.
Excellent. What else do you get from Gazelle's?
I think the other thing I personally get from Gazelle's is the ability for me to continue to learn. You learn every day with your clients, you learn every day with your coaches. And I think the biggest thing it's driven myself is to get outside of what we implemented over the last 14 years in my 2 companies and have to verbalize it, teach it, coach it, but I also have great examples. So within that, just seeing the success of my entrepreneurs that I work with and my clients and their team members, and to see them go on and lead not only their own companies, but other companies to great success.
Well, I certainly get that your thirst for knowledge knows no bounds. You're here in Shanghai with us this week, and you've inspired a lot of people with your Gazelle's experience and also your own experience. So thanks for being in Shanghai. We've really enjoyed having you.
Thank you. It's been a ball.